My name is Mike Stapleton from Rodney Campbell's cohort, and he asked me to do a quick recording of how I did my luminosity masking. So I thought I'd do a tutorial of a start to finish of how I process my 32-bit HDR images. So we're in here in Lightroom, and these are some, excuse the noise, just moving a cup of coffee. These are some of the images I took the other night. I say the other night, a couple of nights before New Year's Eve. Up at Berry Head at the Napoleonic Fort. There we are. So that's Sharkham Point just here, and we're at Berry Head. So first thing as I do, I've chosen this image, so we're going to use all of them. Get myself sorted. I'm going to develop module. Choose all of these. Yeah. I've made a preset. So it's just a few basic alterations to start with, which is going to be the white balance, lens correction, and also the camera calibration. So what it'll do is turn it into camera landscape. With the lens correction, I'm just enabling the corrections and the chromatic aberration removal. And in basics, I'm putting it to daylight. I mean, I could change that to shady if I wanted a more of an orange look to the image. We'll have daylight. So we've made that one, and then we'll select the others and sync. I'm going to run through this relatively quickly. So these nine images now are going to synchronize to the same white balance, lens correction. And when they've done that, we right click on the image, export. We'll export to merge to 32-bit. It's taken on the tripod. Oh, right. That's my new book from Glyn Dewis. I'm going to remove ghost, reduce noise, merge. And we're back. So it's just re-imported, and here we go. There it is. That's the 32-bit. I'll go right from there all the way down to pure black. That's a lot of information. So what I do now is leave the mouse alone, pick up the pen, highlights, shadows, and then white. And what I do is I hit the Alt button, and then I slide it across until we start seeing some pixels, which is, there we go. Just come back. The same with black. That's about there. A little bit of clarity. I'll take that to detail, and I'll do this exactly the same on every single photo. I hit 75 on the sharpening amount, 25 on a luminosity and a masking. Let's take that too, so we've got a nice sharp edge there. That's all of that done, and I'll have a quick look, see if we've got any dust spots. Yeah, there's a couple there. There's that one. There's that one. That one there. And that is all lens correction. Just double up on that. Done. And that's all I do in Lightroom for now. So right click, edit, edit in Photoshop. So here we are in Photoshop now, and I'll just unlock that by dragging that down to the trash bin and make a duplicate copy with Command J. Now I've already loaded the actions which for luminosity masking, which I've downloaded from Jimmy McIntyre's website. So there. We need to generate those, so highlight that, click play, and that's going to generate the luminosity masks. There we go, that's done. So what I'm going to try and do is, here we got all of the orange tones from the sunset. We're going to try to just use them. I'll choose brights, so Command a bit more brights 1. No, brights 2. Yep. Brights 1. So layer, click on it, curves, and now what I'm going to do is, here where there's no histogram, there's no information, so I slide that across. There we go. Just a little, you don't want as much. So I've done that now, and now I'll make a complete new layer using all of that information, which is Shift Alt Command E. And then we'll go back into channels. What I want to do now is the grassy area of this hill. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see what's going on. Here, the grassy area of this hill, I want to try and brighten that up a bit. So, there we go, darks 4. Back to the layers. And if you click on this little icon here, it gives you the before and after. Keep doing that. Right. I have to do that several times just as I can spot what's being affected and what's not. Because it's done the whole, it'll do the whole image, but what I want to try and do is unlike the grass and the rocks here from Berry Head, Shark and Point, I'd like the clouds a little bit darker. So again, we'll make a new level now, which is Shift Alt Command E. Channels, and we'll try right. So what's that one I'm going to do? No, midtones. Midtones. That's the one there. There's this should affect the clouds more than the grass. It's all right. So that looks a bit red there. Take that, I think, back in Lightroom. What I will do now is crop it. I'll put that out the way. Up there. Crop. I like that. Just double check the horizon. Done. And we'll take that back into Lightroom by the reds. Move that out of the way. I need to adjustment brush, saturation, I found that these little areas here were slightly too red, So I just have to brush in. And then desaturate by eye. I can live with that. We got one more. New brush. There you go. That's better. Now all to do is save it, and again I've made a couple of presets for that. We've cropped it to a 16:9 ratio. Let me just double check. Looks like I've got a big dust spot just there. Oh, maybe I'm just seeing things. Doesn't look like it. Just in case. So, right click, export, and I've made a couple of presets. So I've got one for social media, it's at 72 dpi, so I'll just click on that. And there we go. Let's save to my external hard drive. Shark and point view. Done. And again, export to print. Shark and point view.